What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the FNG Academy. Buck here, former Green Beret, here to help you guys get selected. What's up, everybody? So I'm back from Texas. Did a couple podcasts out there, had a blast. Can't wait for those to drop. Have another flight this weekend to Utah. So I'll try to get as many videos done from now till then as possible to keep the content coming while I'm gone. But in this video, we're going to talk about social media, special operations and social media. And should you do it? That's what we're going to discuss. Before we do, thanks to everyone who checked out the book, Rising Above. I'm still continuing to get messages in on your guys' feedback and thoughts. And the fact that it's helped you guys in your lives means the world to me. That's awesome. I'm stoked about it. So make sure you hit that Amazon review for Rising Above. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's talk. All right, guys. So let's talk about social media. I know that social media is kind of like a gray area when it comes to special operations while you're active duty. Obviously, once guys retire or get out of the military, you'll start seeing more of their posts, and they'll start posting pictures from their time in. That serves two purposes. One, it's fun to be nostalgic and to show people what you have done with your career once you got out, because those are things that you don't want to show while you're in. And here's why. Let me tell you a personal experience. So, SEER school, getting ready to go to SEER school. During the train up, you start coming up with your backstory and things that obviously you don't want to say, so you have a backstory. Whatever that backstory is, that's on you. 2 years before that, before going to SEER school, I was in Afghanistan on my first deployment. A news crew comes in and they want to film soldiers saying hi to their wives and their kids so they could send them the message home and have it on TV, and it'll be this like really cool moment. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. So a bunch of us got in line, we said hi to our wives and our kids, and it was this really cool thing that I had completely forgot about. So then I make up my backstory for SEER school. I go in, and as soon as we get captured, I walk in and I see my picture hanging on one of the walls. Oh shit, that's not good. So now I'm terrified that my backstory doesn't match up with the information they got from that video. Now keep in mind, this is a school, but at the end of the day, it's replicating being captured behind enemy lines. So what if that actually happened? What if we were conducting an operation in Afghanistan, Iraq, or some country that we're not open about even being in? They say, what are you guys doing here? You come up with this elaborate story as to why you're in that country. And then all of a sudden, they slide a piece of paper across the table showing you a picture of yourself, talking about the unit you're in, and saying hi to your wife and your kid. You could see your rank. All these things are not good. Now all of a sudden your backstory and your whole story goes out the window, and if it doesn't line up with the information that they were able to find on the internet, you could be fucked. All right, so that is like worst case scenario, but that's something that I always kept in my head when I was posting things on social media while I was active duty. So I didn't do it. I didn't post the cool guy pics of my beret. I didn't post the pictures of my tab. It was just personal family stuff if I post anything at all. Again, there's no like hard, fast rule where someone's going to come up and be like, hey, take that shit down. I mean, that's on you. But there is a potential that can go really south, especially if you're posting pictures and it's with other Green Berets or other unit guys, or, you know, you take a cool guy picture with DevGru or Delta. You blur out their faces even, but you can get a lot of information from that stuff. So you just want to be really careful about what you post. And even now, I need to be careful about what I post. Who's still in? Who's not in? What information can they get from the things that I post that could potentially compromise their safety? And that's the last thing we want to do. Obviously, social media is a good platform for us to, reach a bigger audience. It seems as though it's helped me help a lot of other people, and that makes me feel great. It started a new career for me of helping others, and I have never had more fun in my entire life. But we also got to be careful. So as you guys are going into special operations, what do you need to know about social media? Well, first, you'll learn a lot in SEER school about what not to do. But second, just keep in mind that special people get special treatment. So if you're ever captured and become a POW, the last thing you want to be known for is being a special forces guy or a special operations guy. Because that special before your name is going to get you treated in a way that you do not want to be treated. And that could potentially be very painful or deadly. So yes, that's worst case scenario, highly unlikely in this phase of war that we're in now. And that's the kind of things I tried to think about while I was in, which prevented me from really posting anything about the military at all. And the only thing that they could find was that dumbass video I took back when I was in Afghanistan. So if you ever get that option too, don't take the fucking videos, because what they don't tell you is that it's going to be posted all over the internet for people to find years and years later. And you may not be special operations yet. I was in regular army at the time, but then I became special operations, and then I went to SEER school, and then that shit bit me in the ass. So keep that in mind. If you're in the military at all, be careful about what you post. Your safety could be at risk. The safety of those around you could be at risk. And just because you're not special operations yet does not mean that you won't be in the future. All right, guys, so that is social media in a nutshell. Let me know if you have any other questions regarding social media, what you can post, what you can't post. Do guys post pictures like graduating the Q course? Yeah, they do. Again, it's entirely up to you. As long as you're not violating OPSEC, operational security, then no one's going to come up and tell you, hey, take that shit down. Another big social media thing is when you're downrange and somebody passes away, stay the fuck off social media. They call that like blackout, because the last thing they want is the family finding out they lost a loved one through social media. That's a huge deal for obvious reasons, and that is something that is a lot more common when it comes to social media, but that's not really posting about SF. That's just posting in general and sharing information. You don't ever want to share specific bases that you're at, locations, times, and things like that. Just think about it. Common sense. Can an enemy use this information to attack real time, real forces, and hurt our own people? If the answer is yes, don't fucking post it. You guys want to know about social media and SF, how that works, why sometimes you see guys posting a ton of it, and then other times you know guys are special operations, you know they're Delta Force, you know that they're DevGru, whatever, SEALs, and they don't post a damn thing. Now you know why. All right, guys, like I said, there'll be more videos to come. I'll keep them coming, even though I got a lot of trips coming up this month, and hopefully things will calm down and I can start focusing on the next step, which is my audiobook. Talk to you guys next time.
And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know